recently moved from Ann Arbor, Michigan to Dallas, Texas. While to me, these two places seem worlds apart, they are both currently dealing with one huge controversial issue: restricting smoking in public places. I am personally not a smoker, but I still feel very strongly on this issue. Restricting smoking in public places is not fair. The decision to restrict smoking in public places should be at the option of property owners. Restricting smoking in public places limits the personal freedom of all parties involved, forces businesses to lose money, and is really a decision based on emotions, not scientific fact. Restricting smoking in public places limits the personal freedom of all parties involved. This is the government essentially telling us what we can and cannot do with our own bodies. This is taking away our freedom of choice. The government does not like smoking, so rather than try to make it illegal, which is costly, time-consuming, and difficult, they are attempting to phase it out by making it much more difficult and inconvenient for smokers to continue smoking. Not only does restricting smoking in public places affect the personal freedom of individuals, but also of business owners. Business owners are no longer allowed to decide for themselves which type of business they would like to run or the type of customers they would like to attract. There are plenty of businesses out there that are voluntarily non-smoking. If you don't like to be in a place where they're smoking, don't go there. Try one of the other thousands of establishments that are smoke-free. Why is it that the government feels that the freedom and happiness of non-smokers is more important than the freedom and happiness of those who smoke? The government is stomping on the freedom of people who are smoking because they do not like their life choices. This is just another prime example of the government trying to save us from ourselves. A recent article by Chris Christoph at the Michigan Free Press website, free.com, is talking about a new Michigan Facebook page that is urging Michigan bar and restaurant owners affected by the ban to boycott Keno, pull tabs, and other lotto games this Saturday before Father's Day weekend. The page claims that they have the manpower to withhold $12 to $18 million worth of revenue that the Michigan Lotto Commission would usually receive this weekend. Natalie Sumu, who is an owner of the Perfect Pitch Sports Pub in Taylor, is a supporter of this boycott. She was asked about it and how she felt, and she said, "People say it will hurt my sales. I say I don't have any sales." Natalie used to get 100 to 150 people in her bar on Saturday nights. Since the ban, she's lucky to see 20 or 30 people. Restricting smoking in public places forces businesses to lose out on money. There are certain businesses that are likely to maybe never even be affected by the smoking ban. However, there are other businesses that will severely feel these effects. Certain businesses such as hookah bars, cigar lounges, certain restaurants and bars, and bowling alleys have been hit the hardest. A recent article in the Detroit Free Press said that 60% of all bowlers smoke. So it is safe to say that they've been hit quite hard by this ban. Bowling alleys take in more than half of their revenue in liquor sales. They said that since the ban, liquor sales have dropped dramatically. Many bowlers have quit, and those who have stayed are starting to play much shorter games and rush to get out at the end of the game. Rather than linger and talk and have another beer, they're rushing to get out to the parking lot, have another cigarette, and get home. The website smokersclub.com has a section that talks about the effects that the ban has had on various businesses across the country. The owner of Laurel Bowl posted a comment on the website that said they lost 385 league bowlers when the smoking ban went into effect, with a loss of more than $200,000. Before the smoking ban, Laurel had been in business for 37 years, and within a matter of a few weeks after the ban was instated, they closed their doors forever. The government wants us to believe that they're putting smoking bans in place because smoking is bad for us and it's harmful. Yet why is it that in Michigan, they've allowed casinos to be exempt from this ban? Casinos that bring in large tax revenues for the government have had an exemption. Because why? Well, there's no particular reason. If it's not safe, then it shouldn't be allowed anywhere. There shouldn't be places that are exempt from it. It should just be nowhere. Why is it that it's so fair for them to smoke and not other places?